guys. How are you all doing? I'm here out in nature, and sunflowers are really good to light up the mood, especially during these foggy times. But I'm very grateful to have this opportunity to be connected with all of you again. And if you want to know more about these topics, please subscribe, please share, please like. And to those people who are requesting for the Divine Enlightenment page to be back again, this is it. And I apologize because our account was hacked, but I shared my knowledge when it comes to manifestation, the hidden knowledge about the law of attraction, suppressed emotions and those things, crystals, energies. And so if you have watched that, then please keep watching and subscribe also. All right? I also want to thank these people who are giving comments and feedback. It gives me the drive and inspiration for me to do more and to talk about these things, because this is what I am really interested in. And a friend suggested me last night to do contents that I'm really passionate about. And since another friend suggested a content or a topic about depression and about those dark times, if you have watched my Facebook Live, then you know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to expand more of it. And let me tell you, people, that depression or being in the tough times or in the dark times, it's just pretty normal. It's really, really normal. And there's nothing wrong with it. But first, you have to be vulnerable and humble enough to admit that there is something wrong with you. Just like everyone else. Alright? You're not alone. You're not alone. Everyone goes through these things. But if you really need to talk about this with your doctors or psychologists, or if you really want therapy, then go ahead and do that. But also, do not underestimate your ability to be a healer for yourself, because we all are healers within ourselves. We just need to tap that, all right? And what I'm going to share is just a guidance for you, for all of us. And the first step is admitting, right? That's the first step. Second step is knowing more of yourself. Because when we say spirit, it doesn't have ego, it doesn't have pride, it doesn't have fear, it doesn't have masks. But when we're in our head, then we get depressed. Why? Because depression is, shredding parts of you, unmasking parts of you, or onions and layers of you. Because your spirit wants you to go to your purpose in life, to go into what you really are, into who you really are. But first, we just have to listen with our body, with our spirit, with our heart space, with our intuition, and not so much with our head. All right? And to be able to identify these negative thoughts, limiting thoughts, sabotaging thoughts that we have, first we have to look at the patterns that we have within our lives. What is this teaching me? What are the things that are stopping me from becoming who I really am? What are my fears? What are my doubts? Because when you are learning or getting to know more about your spirit again and again, you don't need that logic. Alright? And my suggestion for you is to write in your journal. Write in your journal, list 10 things that are stopping you into becoming who you really are by just doing it intuitively without you being in your logical mind, and you'll be surprised that you have many things right. Second, once you have identified all of these things, then what are you going to do to be able to address these things? Because comfort is what's stopping you into becoming what you really are and who you really are. When you're comfortable, you fear the change, you fear the unknown. But when you say depression or when you're in the dark, you must be able to willing to acknowledge all of these things, give love to your darkness, because your light cannot exist without the dark, and your dark cannot exist without the light. It's just a yin and yang, but you have to be balanced. You must find the perfect balance into these things, and I'm going to talk about that in my another video. But first, you have to embrace these negativities, because those negativities are going to teach you, are going to help you grow, are going to help you identify the things that you need to tend to. All right? It's just really perfectly okay to cry it out, to shout. And you need to be honest with yourself first. You have to be honest with yourself that you need help. You have to be honest with yourself that you're not all that light. Being that love and light, it's not real. To be able to be the love and light, you also have to embrace your shadows. And in spirituality, that's what we call shadow work. And once that you have identified your shadows, once that you have identified the things that are stopping you, then that's the time that you can be friends with yourself. Remember, your friend is yourself. Yourself is not your competition. Your thoughts that are stopping you, or your negative thoughts, those aren't you. All right? And so release it through your journals. And also candle meditation. I've always told this before. Candle meditation is very effective, especially for those people who are anxious and those who have fast-paced mind. You need to slow down. Candle meditation is just staring at the candle, and it takes practice until you become in the present moment without your thoughts. You just stare at it. And also ground yourself. When you do grounding, you just walk barefoot, and we are magnets of energies, and when we are in nature, we are walking barefoot on the grass, we magnet these positive energies from Mother Gaia, and Mother Gaia is very helpful in healing our thoughts, emotions. And I'm going to expound about it more, but first, these are just your guides. And also, do not be afraid to talk about it openly with your friends or whoever you are comfortable with. It's just perfectly fine not to be okay. And once that you are in this state, it's a process. You don't have to, healing takes time, and it took me years, and even now I'm still healing. And healing takes time again and again. Shadow work takes time. And the more that you go deeper and deeper into yourself, the more that you identify and learn more about yourself. And oh my gosh, it's just an ending process. And so do not be afraid to go into within, with the spirit, not without, not with your logical mind, with your intuition. All right? And if you want to know more about these things, hit the like button again, subscribe and share for me to be able to do more videos about these topics. All right? And also give me feedback, comment down below. And I'll see you guys soonest. Thank you so much.